Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Here you are.
Okay.
Woo! So I'd like to introduce this gentleman. He's from the Ontario Front Party.
Ontario People's Front, sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ontario People's Front.
I'll take myself a little better. Okay, hello beautiful Ottawa people. Got a message for the CBC propaganda machine. I think it will speak for most of us today. To quote Bob Marley's Babylon system, we refuse to be what you wanted us to be. We are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know when I know when CBC was losing it? When they started to question whether vitamins were good for us or not. I would like to thank the organizers of this great event for giving us the opportunity to introduce our Ontario People's Front. We're a new... Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, I'm not pushing the button. I'd like to thank the organizers today for this great opportunity of presenting the Ontario People's Front. We're a new Ontario political party. We're focused on the affirmation of human rights, freedoms, and a just society for all. We're seeking to run a full slate of candidates in the 2022 Ontario election. Some of us, we're an anti-oppression party. We're seeking to bring all the groups that are experiencing oppression together. We're also against vaccine mandates and passports.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting out of paper. Let me get this. My hands are freezing here. Okay, so some of us today might be wondering what this guy who's the leader of the Ontario People's Front, what's this Just Society all about? Well, for starters, a just society is not about creating one rule for small business owners that sabotages their livelihood and another rule for big business owners to rake in continuously billions of dollars of profits. So that's not our version of a just society. A just society does not have a so-called public broadcaster like the CBC or even TV Ontario that ignores the pain and suffering of people suffering adverse reactions and destroyed lives. Okay, just hold that. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Awesome. Okay, a just society does not have a prime minister whose response to the genocide of First Nations through the residential schools and subsequent murders of Aboriginal peoples as their sole gesture to lower the Canadian flag. A just society also does not have a Premier of Ontario who capitulates to the fascist agenda of our Prime Minister, who gives billions of dollars to provinces to establish a biometric QR code-based police state, while telling us there's no money for better public health care, no money for teachers, no money to help our children, no money for social housing for the homeless. I've observed people eating out of garbage cans. One gentleman was eating off the brownies. So that's not the just society we're supporting. A just society also does not censor our doctors who are seeking to honor their Hippocratic oath to do no harm. Just society also does not censor citizens for exercising their rights regarding free speech, at their efforts to direct other citizens considering a weapon of mass destruction. One mother came to me and told her that she in fact was about to lose her house because all her friends and colleagues who took the vaccine were experiencing adverse reactions. That's not the type of just society we're supporting as well.
You gotta yell.
Oh, I'm looking at, okay, I'll try to yell more.
Sorry.
Okay, so that's no problem. A just society does not have political leaders like the NDP's leader, Andrea Horwath, and the federal Minister of Health, Eve Duclos, who's trying to support a mandatory vaccine policy for the future, while doctors like Sukarak Bakardi most recently indicated that the jab was in fact a delivery system for blood clotting and autoimmune deficiencies. Just Societies is not trying to enforce such a jab on our children, and then so that they will suffer also these adverse reactions and even death. A just society does not support an environment which is bringing us into a dystopia. A just society that we support supports human rights, freedoms, and liberties for all.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of our efforts for the Ontario People's Front, we invite you. We're trying to confirm our registration on the ballot in this upcoming 2022 elections. We're seeking candidates from Ottawa. We're seeking a full slate of candidates, 123 candidates across the province. We're also looking to sign our petition that we have as well. We have Graham, who's with us today. He's going to be, anybody who wants to put down your email, wants to get more information about us, he can take down your email, or we also have petitions for you to sign. It's not to be members of the party, it's just to simply give your blessings for us to be on the ballot. So I welcome anybody. So our website is ontariopeoplesfront.ca. That's ontariopeoplesfront.ca. Again, we are welcoming anybody who wants to participate in this. We're having a series of open house get-togethers with people who either want to be candidates, who want to find more information about us, who want to be campaign organizers. Again, we're about human rights, freedoms, and social justice. And we want to, again, our focus is having a positive message of liberation, we want to get Ontario back to normal, and with your assistance, with your support today, we can bring together a forward-looking Ontario. We can start while trying to redress, and our hopes also with respect to public broadcasters like the CBC is not only to defund them, because what's been happening, as you know, is that the Prime Minister has been using, through the funding mechanism of the CBC, has been using the CBC as their propaganda arm. We don't only want to take away the government money, but what we want to do is that we want to take, our philosophy is to take them over so all these voices here will have direct control of the CBC, so that the CBC is not a state broadcaster. The CBC should reflect the people here, all Canadians. It should be a voice of democracy. I know from my experience, I'm the CEO of Ottawa Book Expo, and just a little quick story because I know we want to move. I called the CBC, I called the PBS. PBS immediately came to us, even though they're in the States, sponsored our event. CBC didn't even return our call. Why? Because PBS is dependent on money from donations directly from the people, including people from Canada, so they have to be sensitized. So our idea is, suppose we just not only defund them, but we demand that CBC gets its money directly from the people to legitimate their operations, so that they have to reflect the people in order for them to be a true public broadcaster. So that's just an idea that we've had, but we invite anybody who wants to be a part of the dialogue in formulating a way forward for the CBC to get, also put your name on a petition so we can, your email done so we can contact you, because right now, if we defund and just call up the CBC, we also don't want them taken over by some private interests that is going to reflect another corporate agenda. So our ideal is for the CBC to be a house of the people and not to be a house of the Prime Minister's propaganda machine. So I thank you very much.
Thank you.
We invite you to, if you want to be more about our movement, again, our website is ontariopeoplesfront.ca. Just give your email address. You want some more information to Graham, just write it down here. Graham is the fabulous, handsome gentleman with that red binder over there. You want to get your information or to sign the petition. Thank you very much. God bless everybody for coming out today. And, and there's a positive crowd, and there's tightly organized as well. And I look forward to any questions or any emails you might want to have, and it would be great if you want to put on your email to send your message to your friends and get them involved in our movement as well. So I thank you very much for everybody for coming.
Thank you.